There we go. Sorry, I was sitting in Alright, so, I'm about halfway through the book. Sorry, I was sitting in Alright, so, I'm about halfway through the book. I started reading, I plowed through the first half, no problem, then I got busy. So keep that in mind. That might be, in addition to, like, the Fairy Dragon, I might huck in a copy of, well, Fairy Dragon's in May, so you might not get it in May, but there will be autographed paperback gifts going out. Because I would say hardcover, but she's not offering a hardcover. I might, because I've been very interested in bookbinding, so I might see if I make her own hard. DB-doo. Okay. DB-doo. Okay. We were right there. Now we're back over here. But yeah, in between my interview at 1 and my ending at noon, I'm gonna get ready, and then I might do a couple book talk videos, stuff like that. So that's where I am today. It's all good. It's all good. I don't think she knew if she was going to offer physical copies. To be honest, I'm purchasing. I'm gonna get enough to put. There are 2 libraries in my workplace. I'm gonna donate a copy to each one of the libraries in my workplace, because little old ladies, they love mystery, they love romance, they love supernatural stuff, they love ghosts. So, and I guess horror is one of the classifications. So I mean, I gotta say, the time that this was based off of, the event was terrifying. Like, I was like, nope, I nope the fuck right out of that. So in person, it was absolutely terrifying, but Bridget does a great job of making it tame. Let's see, where's my mouse? There we go. There. I do have my goal of 200 stitches, but I might up it to like 300, because I got quite a few stitches done before I started stream today. I'm trying to, as I'm coming down to the bottom of the page. The bottom. Okay, yeah, I guess that is. Yeah, the paperback copies are, I'm gonna round up, $19. Um, and she is, it's set in Maine because that's where it happened. That's in the room that it's in the room where it happened. My Wi-Fi is not very strong, and I think it might be because Husband Creature's still awakened and streaming. So I definitely am gonna have to run a wire. Not that I really want to, because it is kind of a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna. Okay, there we go. We have done top to bottom. We have gotten the first column of 10 all done. The reason I'm going from outside in instead of inside out is because it gets progressively smaller. The first couple of columns go from top to bottom easy, and then after that it gets really, really wonky. And like I said yesterday, goals for May for the cross stitches, I want to get to 3% on call dance, and I want to finish a page on divine instinct. And with summertime coming, I know that I'm not going to be cross-stitching as much in my downtime. Time to go back up to the top of the page. Here. So that is accurate. I did not put that in. Yeah, like for example, this column that I just get done went from top to bottom. The next column that I'm working on, and I'll move it a little bit so we can see the top. It goes from top to about here. And then the next one goes to, and it closes out at this point. So. Oh. It starts off in this column here. camera adjustment. Yay! Those are always fun. Okay. Mm-hmm. And also, one of my goals for this year is because of the current state of everything. Um, as as much fun as it is, I'm not going to binge shop on Temu anymore or Amazon. I'm going to try not to binge shop on cheap websites because they're no longer cheap. If I legitimately need something, I'll do my shopping and I'll figure out wherever it's the least expensive with all of the fun. But I used to go on just random shopping sprees to be like, oh yeah, woo! And instead, I'm going to aim it towards things I need for the house, things I need for my stream area, because that is my inside house goal for the end of summer, is getting that stream area ready so that in the fall and the winter, I can have a brand new area to do video content and streaming and whatnot. And it's a whole project. Mind you, when I get Husband Creature in on it, it goes a lot faster, which super appreciative of. I have trouble asking for help, which if you guys have spent any amount of time with me, y'all know that. And my outside goals are to shore up my house's addition so it stops falling into the mud. But I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna use the craft supplies that I have because God knows I have more than enough. And go from there. I'll still probably go to thrift stores and stuff though, because that's physical. It's right there, and it would just go into the trash anyway. So. The leaves are starting to come out. My face is starting to be on fire. It's more important, more than ever, that I remember to take my allergy pill at night. The area I'm working on is outside the area of 10, but at the same time, it's the only space up here on this column, so I'm not gonna. Oop. Another another reason it was easy to give up my day off today is it's raining and I wanted to do outdoor stuff today. So, nope. I will once things get settled and what or not settled or released. I will be having Bridget on stream. It won't be. I don't know. Have to talk to her about it. I'm thinking like a Destroyer setup where we are hanging out together and crafting and talking about it. I'll have to see what kind of format she wants. And depending on how it's run, I might actually need moderators. And I know I have them. That the moderators might actually have something to do. I should phrase it like that. I do think Kate, her real name's not Bridget, and I keep slipping. And I can't call her B because that's what my sister's nickname is. So I think I'm gonna make her name Hey You Over There. No. She would own my soul. As I say this, she messages me. Oh, I'm gonna be having Bridget on stream, and I might have to purpose out moderators depending on how popular it gets. Like, AKA mute and like moderate chat, like get questions, stuff like that. But I don't know. I have to swap it over and legitimately have like a business session with my best friend about how are we gonna run this. What are your I actually am really good at promoting other people. Myself, not so much. Really great at I'm a really good hype gal. And oh yeah, it's definitely going to be planned out and advertised and whatnot. Hello, Kelpie. Well, no, I've just been being a brat and shamelessly promoting my best friend's book. It's actually a really good book, and I have the opportunity because I have perks. This is like my one brag in my entire life is I can get books. Um, uh, I'm stopping here and I'm thinking about it, and I know a lot of authors. Like I'm not necessarily like super close. Like Bridget is the one I'm super duper close with. Like, I but I mean, I went to school with Lewis Lowry's grandson. Stephen King lives right up the street from me, and when he's in Maine, um, I see him quite frequently, and he's a very down to earth kind of dude. Um, I got to pet his dog. Husband creature, husband creature thinks I'm weird because I meet one of the most famous horror writers of all time, and all I want to do is pet his dog. She's a corgi, and I think at this point in time she's probably passed on because this was years and years and years ago. But I still got to pet his corgi. Yeah, I need to program the bot to bark that out. But today's goal was accomplished by figuring out why I was what was disconnecting, and it's Twitch. It's Twitch that's disconnecting. It's not the entire system. It's just Twitch, and it's a pain in the ass. And there are remedies, and I will be looking into fixing it. It's just a matter of getting. I honestly, I might have to take a week off of stream, which I was planning to do at some point in time anyway. So, but that's what has to be done. So I can take the stream apart, rebuild it, and hopefully have a better connection afterwards. And I just learned that my cameras have Bluetooth connections. So, like my nice cameras, my Rios, um, yeah, yeah, they have Bluetooth, so I can actually get them to work with my um phone, so I can do other things. My spoons are limited, and I burn through them awfully fast. But at the same time, I have no regrets. I do what I can when I can, and I have no regrets in doing it. Um, oh my god, no. Dragon, I heard that thought. I heard that thought. No. And Jules, no. Unless they're iridescent, then you can get them for me. And Kelpie, I swear, if I come home and I have boxes of spoons at my house, I'm gonna, I'm, I'm going to Scotland. I, I will get that passport. You will be a proper Kelpie, and you will eat my soul. Oh God, I would love to go overseas, but traveling as a diabetic was, well, over over in Scotland and Ireland where the fucking disease propagated, I'd have a little bit easier time with celiacs. But traveling with diabetes is a bitch and a half. No! I'm gonna have to explain to husband creature why we have so many spoons. In all fairness, dragon has the highest chance of dragon is the easiest to get to. Jules is the closest. I'm just gonna. Maybe if I ignore it, it won't. It won't come to haunt me. Okay, so that. No, no. You're in the spot that I want to go to the most. And I wouldn't say it's that you're too far. It's it's I'm American. I have disabilities, and I'm poor. I am. I think I'm 12 hours away from Dragon. Oh, yeah. And that's assuming you're doing the speed limit, Jules. Google likes to assume you're doing the speed limit, which, yeah, I don't always. I need to get my car fixed first, but I generally set cruise control and just go. Yeah, and right now, like legitimately, the scary part is even being American. Um, there's a chance if I leave, I won't be able to get back in. And while surface level, that's not so bad. I have a house, I have my dogs. So if I leave and I can't get back in, I don't even have words to the distress that that would cause me not being able to get back to my dogs. And generally, I travel with husband creature because, so I would have him, but like not being able to get back to my dogs, not being able to get back to my house, that causes a high level of anxiety. Even though I've been here my entire life, I've I've only gone to Canada, and I went to Canada back in the early '90s when Ripley's Believe It or Not museum near Niagara Falls was popular. Um, oh, oh, fortunately, I do have a lot of good friends that if shit were to hit the fan, my house and my dogs would be taken care of. Like, and as much as I hate to roll my eyes and say it, I could ask my mother and my family, and I know that they would be taken care of. Just because I don't hang out with my family and give them all kinds of attention and whatnot doesn't mean that I don't care, and it doesn't mean that they don't care. It's just we don't pay attention to each other because we see on different levels. I think that was diplomatic enough. I think that was diplomatic enough for my message. If it gets too much worse, Jules, I might ask to take over your your Peepaw's house. Like, and I don't like to fearmonger like that, but that is thoughts that cross my mind when when considering any sort of travel beyond the United States border currently. Is will I be able to get home? Even if I have all of my paperwork, even if I have a job, my house, because I am a woman in this American culture, how many more of my things are going to be taken away? And again, I try not to fearmonger, but these are thoughts that I think. I'm disabled, and it's the sucky disability where I have it. You can't see it, but I have it, and I don't know. It's always a surprise when it decides to rear its ugly head. Those are those are things that don't necessarily keep me up at night, but they're always on the what if list. Because I love my country. Don't get me wrong. I love America. I'm not a huge fan of my government right now, but I love my country. Government can die in a car fire, but uh, if I were to need to do something like that, I would absolutely take on the responsibility of anything that needed to be done. Yeah. See, I like doing stuff like that. Like, if I have the time, like I have a friend who, um, one day is like, I need help building my deck. Can you come help? And I'm like, I sure can. What tools do you need? Because I have tools because I like to build and fix and do stuff like that. So, um, and and it's so much easier for me to go help and clean someone else's stuff than it is for me to do my own stuff. So I get it. I get my dopamines from service. Oops. You're fine, babe. Whew. So much confetti. Jules, so I know you currently do Humira. Um, they have they have a new drug out for colitis. Yeah, I don't know if it's up there, but they have an upgrade of Humira. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. I saw it on TV last night because my the residents watch TV that's aimed at sick people. So I saw it. I'm like, I wonder if she's heard about this. It's a pill instead of a shot. It's a daily pill. I don't know if you've heard about it or not. I couldn't, for the life of me, tell you its name. But I saw it and I thought of you. And legit, Kelpie, if I ever had the opportunity to go over to Scotland, you would be the first one I would reach out to. To be like, yo, I'm landing this time. Because everybody knows. You always see the cool places from the people who live in the you see the real places. You see the real country when you talk to someone who actually lives there. Like I'm not your I'm not your typical tourist. Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna move to Jules and we're gonna take over her Peepaw's house and live happily ever after. Yeah, we might have to add a bathroom on, but that could be worked. I'm spoiled rotten. Um, my house has on the second floor 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. The attic has depends on how you work it. It could be a really nice master suite. Husband Creature and I are going to make it a library slash craft studio slash streaming studio and a bathroom. And the first floor is the kitchen, living room, dining room, um, and like then it goes out to an addition, which I want to make a the laundry room dog area, and then that place has a second floor, which is ultimately going to be climate controlled storage. Yeah, feeding the kids is generally encouraged. Wow. She's like, no! I get that. No, my big project is turning the insulating the attic, getting proper ventilation through the attic, but also making the knee walls easy access storage, like making sure that they have caster wheels where they need them, the floors are all nice sanded proper, whatever they need to be, that kind of thing. And and I'm trying to do it. uh, I get it, Jules. I'm very very fortunate that my system is not like that yet. Why are you licking the floor, pig? 3 and then the area I'm working in right now is a complete like rebuild. And it's just out of view of the camera too. So, like I'm essentially rebuilding the area because it was a shift. So I'm mirroring and on the fly rebuilding it so that the other colors that go in will go into the proper spots. Oof. This is where we're at.
That's the sample right there, baby. Hold your fucking horses.
And it's funny because sometimes it's just a matter of, oh, I've swapped a color from one spot to the other. Sometimes it's, oh, hey, this space doesn't exist anymore. But it's up to me to figure that out. Sometimes, like even like where I'm working now, there will be a couple spots where it has one more than it should, but that's not too much.
I have a real quick but real great part for, I guess like a vocal part for just like a hard techno song. I'm sure you could probably hear it if you listen to this.
My body can't decide whether it's hot or cold because I'm sitting here and I'm starting to overheat. But I know if I take my 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 critter blanket off, I'm gonna get cold. Oh my goodness. Oh. So I'll keep it wrapped around me in case I do get cold. But
That's the sample right there, baby.
hey, you're fine. You are fine, my fair lady. I don't need that. Guys.
That's the sample right there, baby.
Nice. I currently have no chores going. I have to. I think I have to unload and load the dishwasher, get that started, and then make dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to make food. Oh well. I have it for tomorrow. I gotta go. Pixie's gonna barf. I'll be right back. Maybe. Yeah, she. I'm gonna go. Let her out. Well. Sorry about that. She was doing her yakking behind my back, so I got her outside just in time, so I didn't have to clean it up. Oh. But the perfect alarm clock is either a child or an animal starting to barf. That'll wake you up. Mhm.
When I saw you again, I knew I wanted you, but I had to hide it. I had to hide it, 'cause I have grown strong.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly, I need to go through all of my clothes. I need to put the winter stuff into storage. I need to get some vacuum bags, winter stuff into storage, and get my summer stuff out. Yes, yes. The the sound of child and or animal barfing is a faster wake up than coffee. I will endorse that. The sound of child and or animal barfing is a faster wake up than coffee. I will endorse that. Do some custom colors. Uh, I'm just not. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make it yet, but I'm gonna have some custom colors. I might do some. I might do some blue, black, and purple. Because I'm trying out patterns that I've seen on fabric. Not any wild patterns, just like color combinations that I've seen on fabric. I'm trying them on yarn so that I can make the dragons unique colors. Ooh, ooh, nice. So I should. No, no. Mhm. I'd like to have like something like that for our like our little backyard, but at the same time, German shepherds. That's all I got is German shepherds. Mhm. And while I am 99% sure they would be fine because we don't really leave. Yes, we do have moments where we go, where are the dogs? Well, you let them out. Oh shit. Um, and that is why we have a fenced-in yard because sometimes we do in fact forget that we let the dogs out. Um, who let the dogs out? Yeah, well, we did and we forgot. So much confetti. But I haven't even gotten to 100. I haven't even gotten to 200 stitches yet. So it's gonna be a task today. I'm at 166, so I only need 44 more. But at the same time, it's such spaced out, such weird stitch pattern that it might not happen today. Closing out this row in the other column. What it is there's just 3 stitches that are just in this column. Like it stops here and then it starts it back down. So I was like, I'll just do these 3 stitches. So I'm gonna finish up the halves on this. One more half, I can do it. Whew. Luckily tonight I'm in the neighborhoods that I've been in all week, so it's actually kind of nice. Oh, I think Husband Creature's coming out of his slumber. The shepherds are doing the happy dance of doom. He is not currently a key. It's no a key. I am. Dragon says good morning. Dragon says good morning. He says hello. Skip one and two. Pixie has decided that I am worthy to come back to. Okay, you're fine. No, you're fine. I'm not going downstairs. Nope. Nope. My tiny furry overlord's butt. She is guarding me from the door right now. One. It is progressively getting darker. With fixing my attic, I've actually started getting my overhead light is connecting better. But so one of the cool features that I have decided and it's going to happen is I'm going to have LED rope light as the lighting source in my video room. I'll probably have just one big light for like just when I'm not streaming or anything like that, or if I need bright light. But I want to have color changing LEDs around all the edges, and since I have knee walls, I got plenty of edges to insert LED lights. Liquid nails is going to be my friend. LEDs around all the edges, and since I have knee walls, I got plenty of edges to insert LED lights. Liquid nails is going to be my friend. this area right here, I'm kind of looking forward to because it's very blocky. So I'm wondering how they're going to round out whatever's going down through there. And currently my screen's not lowered down that far, so I can't see what's going on. Do that. Ooh, ooh. 2 more stitches and I'll hit my 200 stitch count. Yeah! Legit worried that my screen's not lowered down that. Down to where I have to stick it. And funny enough, I don't stitch anywhere in this area with the color that I'm currently working on. And the differentiation on camera as opposed to in person it's just astounding. Like I can see that there is a color difference, but I can't. It's much stronger on camera, which I always love looking at. Pixie says hello, everybody. My tiny furry overlord. Furry overlord. No, ma'am. Why are we crying? Hey. You're fine, I'm fine. Don't you sass at me, ma'am. She's gonna. What do you need? No, I'm not going downstairs. Everybody needs a tail wag. I know, it's awful to be the Pixie. It is. It is absolutely awful to be Pixie. Okay. I'm cross-stitching. Go. No. It's raining outside. She's very upset that I am not as enthusiastic as her about wanting to go outside and play in the rain. I love her potato butt. definitely raining. Mhm. Like that. La, 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 la. Mhm. Coming to the end of this column. Duda. Duda. Maybe. I think it goes down a little bit. The grapes go down a little. There are lots of grapes. Lots of wine in this cross stitch. What's very unfortunate is my favorite part we don't get to till after the part that everybody else is definitely is interestingly enough looking forward to. I want the Panthers. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Now that look, I think I'm. Oh no, it's still the same color. Finish up these three. Let's see if I can make the jump to start half in the next section. Close out. Close out the column. I gotta pull a new length too. I just went through 6 strands. I mean, there's still 22,000 stitches of this color left, so I shouldn't really be that surprised, but this one color has almost as many stitches as Rainbow Infinity Loop. There's like a river falling off the roof right now. Roof right now. Okay. Weird, weird random one spot. I'm gonna start up. Another one of those 2 stitches and nothing else. Now, I'll go down over here. Pixie is very judgy right now. I'm happy. I broke 200 stitches today. When I was only at like 150 earlier, I was like, am I gonna actually get this whole? I'm even gonna finish this poem. That's pretty.
Early morning's empty track, just my footsteps looking back. Something burns inside of me, more than anyone can see. Every breath, every mile, push beyond the trial. Feeling strength begin to flow, as I let the limits go. When I rise, I touch the sky. Breaking through, I learn to fly. When I rise, I touch the sky. Now I know that I can fly. Small town kid with Olympic fire. Every day the stakes get higher. Critics say I won't go far, but they don't know who we are. Living life between the lanes, blood and sweat through summer rains. Mom works doubles just to pay for the chance I chase today. Time to show them what we made, every sacrifice we gave. Standing at the starting line, heart is pounding, this is mine. All those years flash through my mind, through my mind, through my mind. When I rise, television screens light up as I reach to take the cup. All those doubts just fade away as I hear the
Almost done the column.
every dream I dared to hold now turns reality to gold. Feel the world begin to shake as I watch the records break. When I rise, I touch the sky. Breaking through, I learn to fly. When I rise, I touch the sky. Now we know that we can fly. They all know that we can fly. They all know that we can fly. When I rise.
Okay, I got 4 more stitches to do and I'm calling it a day. I'll give you the stats and then I'll run away. Or at least go back to lurking mode.
Isolation is what you have preferred. Hate and defamation, and we have gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd.
The groaning in the hallway has moved further down. She's stopped groaning behind me, but is now expressing her opinion in the middle of the hallway.
Ask now for forgiveness. Our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside.
Okie doke. So, open for. So, okay. So, be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. I'm going to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy weekend. I'll be lurking, and I love you all. Thank you for the gift of your time. And I'll see you all on Tuesday, because Monday I will not be in existence.